Everybody and their mama has been talking about Derek Carr and the Davante Adams. The combination from heaven itself. And I get it. At the same time, while we looked at what they did in college, which we'll get into in a second, what they could do in the NFL could be even more special. And I absolutely agree with that. However, I also think that, we already made a video talking about the Miami Dolphins and how the NFL isn't ready. And I know a lot of other people are saying that, this is going to be a special reunion for these two. But I really don't think the NFL, people are probably even saying that they're not ready. But there's a lot of different reasons that I don't think that the NFL is particularly ready for this one. Now, when you got this much weapons, when you got these many things going on with the Raiders offense, I think that's a big reason. But we'll start with the basics. We'll go ahead and start with the basics here. So we already talked about how these two blew it up in college. I mean, you can just see we've covered it. I know everybody else has covered it, but here's a look. So these 2 years in 2012 and 2013, I mean, Derek Carr had his best 2 years there at Fresno State, as well as, Davante Adams is only 2 years there. But, when you can put up these kind of these 2 years straight of numbers like this, it's so impressive. And honestly, I really feel like this is kind of one of those things where when you take a look at it, there's a lot of teams that would want this kind of production. They really would, and I get it. And then you see Davante Adams got drafted in the second round by the Packers, did a lot of great things with Aaron Rodgers. Took a little while, but finally they got there, and he was playing like one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, if not the best. And then obviously, yes, Derek Carr, even though we've said from the very beginning this man has truly never had a number one like Davante Adams. Like, nobody is ready for this particular matchup and reunion, excuse me. So, when we talk about what both of these guys did, especially at Fresno State, I think there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of things going on. But to me, the reason that the NFL isn't particularly ready for this combination is, yes, one, because of what they did in college. And I know what people are going to say in the back about, this is the NFL. Everybody else is a superstar. Absolutely. However, I also think that there is something to be said of what the kind of records that you made in college, is totally different in some cases as well, because we have seen it. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, we have seen it, especially in the NFL, where those guys who played in college together, that they reunited, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I honestly think that Adams and Derek Carr could have that type of production, probably even more if we're being honest. So, I think that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow were the perfect combination, like the perfect example for how this could go. But also, I really want to shed light on the fact that this Raiders offense has the potential to be unworldly. It really does. When you think about the fact that, yes, okay, we already covered Derek Carr and Davante Adams, that one particular matchup and the partnership there. But you have Darren Waller. You have Hunter Renfrow, who this last season played like one of the better wide receivers that didn't get the credit that he so absolutely deserved. Over 100 catches, 1,000 yards. Like him and Davante Adams, like that's another cheat code altogether. So, you talk about Hunter Renfrow, you talk about Darren Waller, you talk about Josh Jacobs, but it's also the fact that this running back room for the Raiders is so stacked. I mean, when do you ever see teams, other than this year apparently, like I don't, it's been a while since I've seen teams, carry 4 or 5 running backs, and like I said, I think what it comes down to is the fact that when it's all said and done, when it's all on the line for the Raiders, they're going to go to this particular matchup, this reunion, these two players that have the relationship that they do. They're going to go to these two and say, hey, we need you guys to answer the bell. And I think that these two will have no problem doing that. But at the same time, there's also the element of surprise. I think that's that these two have that going for them in every single facet. There's going to be a lot of disguises, not disguises. I don't know what that is. They're going to have a lot of disguises as to what a guy like Davante Adams will do with Derek Carr. Obviously they could have Davante Adams go long, have Hunter Renfrow go as a crossing route underneath. Same thing with Tyron Johnson, DJ Turner, any of those guys. It's the fact, yes, that what they did in college, that's the NFL isn't ready for that, but they're also not ready for all the other facets of this Raiders offense, and I think it's going to be special this year. And like I said, you got all these different things going on in terms of the offense. You got all these disguises, and you also have the special relationship that Davante Adams and Derek Carr actually have. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the NFL not being ready for the Davante Adams and Derek Carr reunion.